Hi, my name is Tamika Hall, and I'm the founder and chief designer of Do It Yourself Pageant Marketing. And I'm really blessed because I happen to be Mrs. Maryland Essence 2010, and I've been really fortunate to have had a really good run and a lot of exciting opportunities in the world of pageantry. And part of my success has come from being able to garner a lot of media attention. And so, one of the things that I often get questioned about from queens is, Tamika, how do you market yourself? How do you get into newspapers and magazines and on radio programs? How do you do that? Because I just forgot to mention to you that in addition to being Mrs. Maryland Essence, I also work full time, and you're actually seeing me in my office right now. I work in education, and I happen to just take a few minutes after my day to put together this video because it's important to me. And that's what marketing is all about. It's about taking snippets of time and incorporating that into your marketing plan. In addition to working full time, I'm a wife, I'm a mother to 4 children, I'm an author of more than 6 books, and I also have a number of other businesses that I run. And so I don't have a lot of time. And guess what? That's not to say that I'm special. That just means that we as women, queens, we don't have a lot of time. So I came up with this system of being able to just drop your picture into different things, such as a business card or an autograph card, and to be able to market yourself. I really believe that it shouldn't cost you hundreds of dollars in order to be able to get a business card or an autograph card. So the first part of the series is our How to Rock Stellar Events series is establish yourself as a local celebrity. So if you've ever had the question about how you can get appearances, the first thing you have to do is let people know that you have arrived. And yes, honey, you have arrived, and it's okay for you to feel that way. You think Beyonce sits around thinking that she hasn't arrived? No, you've arrived. Now listen, you are already a celebrity because you know why? You already have the crown and you already have a title. I don't care if it's a local title, regional title, state, or national title. You have the title. People want to know who you are. If you're in the process of competing for a title and the system that you're in doesn't give local titles, so what? You still have a name. Your parents gave you a first and a last name when you were born, and so therefore you have a title. And in that way, you would be presenting yourself as, I am Tamika Hall, and I'm running for the title of Mrs. Maryland Essence 2010. You have to get your name out there. So the first thing that you have to do when you're establishing yourself as a local celebrity is you have to get the confidence and know that people want to know who you are. They want to know what you're doing. And when you establish yourself with that confidence, then people are going to just flock to you. So if I'm a news reporter, I want to know what you're doing. And I need to be able to speak to somebody that can speak confidently about what's going on in their life. So let's say that now you do have the title. The first thing that you need to do to establish yourself as a local celebrity, aside from gaining confidence, is you need to have a well-written press release. Our next series is actually going to break down how to write a press release, but you need to have a good press release. And what that does, it introduces who you are, the title that you've won, the issue that you're really involved in, such as most people call it a platform, and then they need to know how to contact you. So if you don't have one yet, you need to get a website or a blog. You need to get some type of online presence that people can find who you are. Okay? So once again, you need a press release, and it needs to be able to introduce who you are, what you stand for, and how to find you. The other thing I tell people to do is, and hopefully with that press release, try and come up with some type of community event. For example, what's really dear to my heart is dating violence prevention. And so I've really dedicated much of my adult life to fighting that. And not just for crown's sake, but I do it for heart's sake and for trying to prevent teen dating violence. I establish events throughout the year. So let's say you have something like dating violence, establish some type of community event where you can invite the media, where you can invite the community there. If you can't establish one, connect with another organization that has that. If you have a well-written press release, you can always send that to them, right? So not only have you contacted your media, but you need to contact other agencies that might be interested in knowing who you are. And then once you have those things submitted, you absolutely have to have business cards. And I tell you to start doing that the moment that you win the crown. You need a nice business card, and I believe you need a business card with your picture on it. Now, some people don't really believe that, but let's just think about this for a moment. How many business cards have you thrown away that simply had words on them? It doesn't mean that they weren't necessarily important to you, but it's easy to throw away a piece of paper. It's not as easy to throw away a picture. So if you have your beautiful headshot on the front of a business card and you have pertinent information on the back, and we're going to dissect that in another part of the series. But if you have that, people are going to keep that. You're going to find that people want that, and that's what you want. That's how you want to get your name out there. It's amazing to me that I have business cards that are still posted around Maryland and Delaware and Pennsylvania, and I have people. I mean, these are pictures back from when I was Maryland Galaxy 2008. And just last week, I had somebody tell me that they saw my picture in a hair store. I take my stuff everywhere with me. I drop it off to whoever I feel like is going to be interested. So you need to get on the same thing. The last thing that you need to have is an autograph card. It's essential, and people don't think that it is, but it's essential. How many times have you met a celebrity and let's say you didn't have a camera, and you would love to have some type of memorabilia to just, remember the event? If you have that autograph card with your information on the back that talks about who you are and what you stand for and how to contact you, then there you go. That's another person that knows your name who very well might pass your information on to somebody else. Once again, anytime I have a sponsor or I go to a store or I go to a specialty boutique, I take my autograph cards with me, I sign them, and they post them. So there are people that know about Tamika Hall and I don't know them. But that's how you want to start establishing yourself as a local celebrity. And one last tidbit. Don't limit yourself. Don't think that you only have to stay in your small community or state. Again, I'm Mrs. Maryland since 2010, but I have gone on to Delaware, Pennsylvania. Just the other day I was in New York City, and I took my information with me, and people still want to know who you are. It doesn't matter where you go. So thank you very much for tuning into this very first part of learning how to rock stellar appearances. I'm really interested to know what you think. Leave me a comment at the end of this blog, and I'll talk to you later. See you later.